Hello and welcome to Flipflops and Notebook Book Reviews. I am Elliot and we are here on the beautiful shores of the tropical background of my hometown as I brush weird looking ants off my legs. So I was going to use a quote from the book I was going to review today, but I couldn't find any because they were all just so good. So I'm just going to jump right into it and talk about Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing the name. I've only ever said it in my head. Alright, so first of all, it was published by Henry Holt Company back in 2012. But I didn't read it until 2017. So it's 5 years of listening and hearing people gush about this. And I was always kind of like, I'll read it eventually. Maybe. Like, what's the hype? Well, I'm telling you what's the hype. It's so good, right? And the reason actually why I didn't read it is because I thought it was a different story. I had two stories completely mixed up. So I had these expectations. And at first I started reading this, I got really confused. I'm like, when is this other thing going to happen, which I thought was going to happen? But it's never going to happen because it was a different book. It took me a while to figure that one out. But once I did, I was just utterly taken with it. Like, I just loved it so much. The characters, yeah, I love them all. How many times can I say love in one review? Let's find out. Yeah, so I love them. The main characters, the secondary characters, they had depth, intrigue, individuality, and mystery. You want to know more, right? And Alina was just such a pleasure to get to know. Yeah. I love you, Alina. Writing. It was superb. The writing was absolutely superb. It flowed perfectly. It was so easy to get lost in the story, especially because in the past, I had trouble with high fantasy. Yeah, but here I'm reading this and I'm like, immersed. Yeah. Plot was very good. A few twists kept me surprised and guessing, and there was some romance in it. But it was all like kind of very cute and beautiful and a little bit, heartbreaking. So I didn't mind the whole young adult fantasy romance portion of it. It was all good. Yeah. Verdict. All right. So overall, once I got over my initial confusion, which lasted longer than I'm willing to admit, the story had me completely hooked, and the author has become one of my favorite young adult fantasy authors. Yes, and there's still one duology I haven't read yet, so I'm going to read that during my vacation time, and I'm so excited. All right, I'm going to stop now, because I could go on forever, but not really say anything except for love. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.